Hello YouTube, this is the Bucket coming at you today with my complete Frommer stop, all cleaned up and dolled up and ready to go. So I had brought you a video called Legacy Sells Me Part of a Frommer, and I was a little shocked by how that whole thing went down. So I've been looking for a Frommer stop for a lot of years, and I posted a video on how long recoil works. I'll go ahead and drop a link in the description below about long recoil. And I had heard about the Frommer stop, and I had always wanted one. These were used by the Hungarians and the Austrians in World War I. Actually, they flipped these puppies over, put two of them, called them a Doppelfrommer, and put these big long magazines, and it was a machine double pistol. And I mean, how crazy is that? But they took this pistol, created its own round, and had this crazy powerful lockup for a round that just did not need it. And so I just thought that was the neatest thing ever. And so when I saw this come up for sale at Legacy Collectables, I purchased it. And when I got it home, a piece was missing. There's a figure 8 piece that goes in here that was missing, which means the gun was not going to be operable. And when I went ahead and I contacted them, they did email me back, and they did say, just send it back and we'll refund you your money. And when I did the video on it, I hadn't gotten the email back, and they posted on the video that this isn't regularly what we sell, and we wouldn't have taken it apart to make sure it runs or that it's even complete before we'd sell it. They actually posted that on my YouTube comment section, and I was just kind of shocked that Legacy Collectible, really a high-end company, would first of all sell a gun that they didn't even know if it was complete. Second of all, be so bold to admit, hey, we sell guns that we haven't even checked and verified that they're complete. Little shocked. But I had been wanting this gun for so long that I went ahead and I found a company that sold me the part. And if you look at that previous video, I actually start off with it disassembled and kind of show how long recoil works. And then I reassemble it. So if you want to see what that piece looks like, you can look at that previous video. But this beautiful, gorgeous, beat up gun was the gun I got. And so there's pitting throughout it. It is what it is. So you can see that bugs have actually eaten through some of the rubberized grips here. It does have that cool old Frommer Stop logo on it. This is early in the war. This one was actually made in 1916. And usually when you look on there, you will see a logo right here, to state that it was accepted by the military. So this one was a commercial model, and usually with a commercial, that means that somebody just bought it and took it home and used it for personal protection. But because of the year, it being 1916, and because it's not import marked and it doesn't say Hungary on there in English anywhere, it does have the regular script up here on this spring assembly up here. Because it wasn't import marked, it came back probably as a war prize. And you say to yourself, but how was it not marked for acceptance? You have to remember, back then officers had to provide their own sidearms, and what some of these manufacturers would do is they would sell lots. They couldn't sell these guns to the people during wartime because they were needed for the war effort. But the companies would sell lots to different different people that were selling to specifically officers. So chances are what happened with this particular firearm was it was sold to a company that was going to sell it to officers specifically. So, there's some conjecture with that. I don't know that for a fact, but the logic makes sense. So what I'm guessing is this gun was sold in a lot to a company that sold specifically to officers, and this was an officer sidearm, and it came back as a war prize in World War I, which is just kind of fun and kind of cool. So that's what I'm guessing happened with this particular firearm. I did take this gun to the range, and it would shoot. Now, because these were set for the 32 Frommer, which is a hotter round than the 32 ACP, especially the stuff that we could get today, I had a couple of failures to feed. About 1 in 5 didn't run smoothly. I'm guessing if I had actually 32 Frommer, it would run a little bit better. But also, this was a dirty bird. Now, if you look at it, she looks pretty clean now. I mean, she looks pretty good. All the pieces look nice and shiny. Well, I was at the Knapp Weaponry, and I was talking to Alex, and Alex said to me, hey, let's go ahead and get that puppy clean for you. So they went ahead and put it in the electro cleaner, and we disassembled the pistol, and they took it apart, and all the pieces just came out super, super clean. I mean, literally over 100 years of grease and oil had been caking up that firearm, and she took it out for me, and I reassembled it, and it's just so smooth right now. I'm looking forward to get this back to the range so I can show you guys, see if I get a little bit more accuracy with that particular firearm, because when I shot the Frommer, I was actually getting a pretty good grouping with that particular firearm. This is the target that I had. It was shooting a little north at 10 yards, but that's a pretty darn good group for a 100-year-old firearm firing the wrong ammunition out of it. I am super, super happy with it. If you're ever thinking about picking one of these up, it's a fun toy. The disassembly process, reassembly process is just fun. It's mechanical, and getting all the pieces to come together and seeing how it comes together is just a really, really exciting thing. This is definitely a keeper. This is going to be a part of the collection. One of the baby buckets is going to have to fight one of their sisters to get this for them and for their kids for the future. If you ever get an opportunity, or if you ever get a gun that really needs a good deep clean, go to Knapp Weaponry, ask Alex or Marlon to go ahead and put it through the cleaning process. It's inexpensive, and you don't need to do that every time you need to clean your gun, but if you really want to get that deep clean, to have that blue come back out, and to just see the quality of your firearm, Knapp Weaponry will take care of you. If you like what I had to say today, go ahead and hit that like button, leave a comment below, share with anybody that you think might be interested in seeing a little ugly duckling pistol from World War I, and you stay classy, YouTube.
I learned a lesson. Never half-ass two things. Whole-ass one thing.